Chapter 5. An overview of Windows 10. Let us know. Introduction Windows 10. GUI basics of Windows 10. Installation of Windows 10. Windows icons. System requirements. Desktop background. Upgrade. Windows 10 is the latest version of the operating system from Microsoft. It was officially released in 2015 and was initially offered free of charge to legitimate users of Windows 7 and Windows 8.1. This new version combines features from those two previous installments to suit the users in a better way for both desktop, laptop computers as well as mobile devices. The most notable change in Windows 10 is that Microsoft replaced the Start screen tiles from Windows 8 and brought back the Start menu. They also removed the vertical toolbars that appeared from the sides of the screen. These changes make this Windows version easier to use for users of both desktop, laptops and mobile devices. Installation of Windows 10. There are two approaches you can take for installing Windows 10 in your computer: upgrade or a clean install. Typically, when you upgrade your operating system, all your documents and applications remain unchanged, whereas with a clean install, you would be starting again from scratch. But one important thing to verify first is if your computer has the necessary hardware to support Windows 10. System requirements. Although most computers nowadays probably have the necessary requirements for Windows 10, it will certainly be useful to know them in case you want to upgrade from an older system. The main requirements are a processor with a clock rate of at least 1 GHz, at least 1 to 2 GB of memory, but Microsoft recommends 4 GB, at least 16 GB space in your hard disk. One important thing to note is that the installation process itself will verify your computer hardware and let you know if it qualifies for a Windows 10 upgrade or not. If not, then you will need to upgrade your hardware. Upgrade. If your computer qualifies for a Windows 10 upgrade, then you can follow these steps to perform the upgrade. Step 1. Look for the Windows 10 notification in the lower right corner of the screen. This is a one-year offer only that Microsoft is extending to valid users of Windows 7 and Windows 8.1. Step 2. By clicking on the notification, it will start the download and installation process of Windows 10 in your system. The download required for the upgrade is quite large, so make sure you have a stable internet connection and continuous power for your computer to avoid interruptions during the process. Step 3. After the download is complete, it will prompt you to accept Microsoft's license terms. Step 4. After agreeing to the terms, it will ask if you want to install the upgrade at that moment or schedule it for later. Since the upgrade process can take approximately 2 hours, it will be helpful to schedule it for a time that will be more suitable to you. Step 5. Once the upgrade starts, the system will perform a series of tasks during which you will see the following screen. During this time, your computer will reboot a couple of times, so don't worry. The process itself will take you through the steps to complete the upgrade. Step 6. As the upgrade approaches its end, it will ask you to configure some basic Windows settings. You can choose to use Express settings, which will apply the most common or recommended settings. Or you can choose to customize the settings as you please. Step 7. After the upgrade finishes, you will see the Windows welcome screen. Did you know? Windows 10 is the latest Windows. You will get a welcome screen with the time and date after installing and upgrading your Windows. Just click anywhere to go to the user accounts screen. This screen lets you choose which user you want to log in. From the lower left corner. You will see the Windows desktop after choosing the right user. You can also enter a password if necessary. The Windows desktop is simply your operating system main screen. Here you have access to any array of tools like the Start menu, taskbar, and other icons. Windows 10 also introduces a search box in the taskbar, which facilitates browsing both your computer and the web. GUI basics of Windows 10. Once you get to the Windows desktop screen, there are some basic features you will see. One of the most important part of your desktop is the taskbar. By default, it sits at the bottom of your screen, giving you access to the Start menu, several application icons, and the notification area. Windows. In Windows 10, if an application is active or opened, you will see a green line below its icon. Clicking the icon will bring the application window up. Every open window features 3 buttons in the upper right corner. These are used to minimize, maximize, or close the window. Minimizing means that the window will hide in the taskbar. Maximizing will bring the window to a full screen size. Windows can be moved around or resized as you please. To move a window, just click on its title bar on the upper side of the window and drag it. To resize a window, move your mouse to any corner until you see a double-sided arrow. Then click and drag until you reach the desired size. Icons. Most Windows versions will feature different icons on the background. An icon is simply a graphic representation of an application or a file. To open or access an icon, just double-click on it. Although the amount and type of icons will vary depending on the computer, you can add more icons by using these steps. Step 1. Right-click on the desktop background. Step 2. Choose New and Shortcut. Step 3. Browse for the application or file you want to create a shortcut to. Step 4. Assign a name to the shortcut and click Finish. Icons can also be moved around by clicking on them and dragging them to another place in the screen. Desktop background. Another component of your desktop is the background. This is simply an image that appears at the back of your screen. Most computers come with a pre-selected background, but you can change it to any image you want. To change the background, follow these steps. Step 1. Right-click on the background and choose Personalize. Step 2. From the Personalization window, choose from a series of pre-selected pictures or browse for your own. Did you know? If you are going to some places without an internet connection, you can use the Maps app to download any maps you need and then use them offline. After choosing a picture, the background will change automatically. Let's recall. Windows 10 is the latest version of operating system from Microsoft. Windows 10 was released in 2015. The most notable change in Windows 10 is that Microsoft replaced the start screen titles from Windows 8 and brought back the start menu. There are two approaches you can take for installing Windows 10 in your computer: upgrade or a clean install. Exercise A. Fill in the blanks. 1. Windows is the dash version of the operating system from Microsoft. 2. Windows 10 was released in dash. 3. You will see the Windows dash after choosing the right user. 4. The Windows desktop is simply your operating system main dash. 5. One of the most important part of your desktop is dash. B. Write T for the true statement and F for the false statement. 1. We required 16 GB space in hard disk for installing Windows 10. 2. Windows 10 is the latest version of the operating system from Reliance. 3. Microsoft has replaced the start screen tiles from Windows 8. 4. Your hard disk should have at least 16 GB space to upgrade Windows 10. 5. Desktop is an image that appears at the back of your screen. C. Tick the correct option. 1. Windows 10 is the dash. A. First version. B. Latest version. C. Last version. 2. Windows 10 is the dash. A. Software. B. Hardware. C. Device. 3. Windows 10 combine the features of dash. A. Windows 7 plus Windows 8.1. B. Windows 7 plus Windows 8.2. C. Windows 7 plus Windows 8.3. 4. For installing Windows 10, we need dash. A. 15 GB. B. 16 GB. C. 17 GB. 5. Every open window has dash button in the upper right corner. A. 2 buttons. B. 3 buttons. C. 4 buttons. D. Match the columns. 1. Windows 10. Latest version. 2. Taskbar exists at bottom of the screen. 3. Minimizing, hiding window in the taskbar. 4. Icon, graphical representation of an application or a file. 5. Upgrade or clean, two approaches for installing Windows 10. E. Answer the following questions. 1. When will you get a welcome screen with the time and date in Windows? 2. What does search box do in the taskbar facilitate? 3. Where can you find the taskbar? 4. How can you change the desktop background? 5. What is minimizing and maximizing of a window? Activity time. 1. Here is the Windows desktop screen. Here are some basic features you will see. Observe the basic features and note down in your scrapbook. 2. Collect the pictures of how Windows has evolved over time and paste those in the space provided.